Okay, so here's number 3. I think the tough part about this one is it has a bunch of letters, so it's hard to visualize. So whenever you have a problem with a bunch of letters, if you want, you can make some of them numbers. So A and H and K, you can pick numbers for. F of x is kind of like y, and x is x, so don't pick numbers for those, leave them x and y. And then you can see a picture of what it looks like, and that can help you decide on the domain and range. So I picked A is 1, H is 2, and K is 3. You can pick anything you want. I plugged them in here, and then I used my calculator to graph it. You could also visualize it in your head because the 2 is going to make it go right 2, and the 3 is going to make it go up 3. We also see that in here. So square root function usually starts at 0, 0, and just kind of goes off. It now has shifted to the right by 2 and up by 3. So here's its starting point, and it keeps going bigger and right. So if we were to match up just the domain and range when A is bigger than 0, so right now my A is a positive 1, we can look at the graph. This domain and range is all real numbers, but it doesn't go left and down forever. B's range is all real numbers, but it doesn't go up and down forever. It only will go up forever from here. C and D have the same domain and range for when A is bigger than 0 or when A is positive. So it's either going to be C or D, but we need to make A less than 0 in order to see what happens. So I'm going to go back into my y equals, insert a negative in front, regraph it, and we see that it has flipped. So everything is moved the same, but the negative makes it reflect over a horizontal line. So from here, we have to decide whether it's C or D. So this one's domain, x is bigger than or equal to h. And we look up here, and yeah, my h is 2, so x is to the right of 2. That makes sense. This one says x is less than or equal to h, so that would be if the graph was going this way, so it was to the left of 2. So since it's not, it's C, but let's just check this one. Y is less than or equal to k, so my k was 3. And yes, y is below 3, so that makes sense. So the answer is C.